These are the type of niggas that go around preying on women, telling lies to women just to get ahead. And now that they got what they want, or if they can't get what they want, the motherfucker that they really like, or the type of women they really like that they can't get, causes them to look at their wife or their girlfriend in disgust because you got in that relationship for the wrong reason.
Why don't men seem to like their wives or women? All right, I got another video for you on that. Stay tuned. We're going to start with is it the one or day one? The one, and then Black Spider guy after that. Stay tuned for the video.
Around asking men for advice about getting married, and now that I'm 4 years in, I realize that a lot of these men didn't like their wives. After I posted that video, this comment read, "Can you talk more about liking your wife?" So many men seem to generally dislike and seem to be annoyed by women they love but don't like. What I've both seen and learned as I've grown is that men will marry women who serve them even if they don't like them. That's how patriarchy conditions them. For example, if you ask a cis man what he likes about his partner, he'll soon begin listing the ways in which she serves him. You know what I mean? Like, I think society conditions men to not like women. Like, you love them, you feel a sense of duty towards them, you get one and you take care of them because that's what men do, we're taught. And you're hearing your whole life from church, the men in your life, the media, that women talk too much, they don't listen, they're disagreeable, they're emotional. Cis men tend to like other men in non-romantic ways. They like being around their guys and spending time with them, and sometimes these men talk to each other about how much they don't like their wives. But men will marry women who serve them, who are submissive and obedient and who know their place. Because as I've said, in the eyes of patriarchy, there can be no relationship without control. All liking someone as is feeling attraction towards them or taking pleasure in them, delighting in them. Like, I like my wife, I like talking to her and being around her. Even if we're not doing stuff together, I feel better knowing that we're occupying the same space. I like her laugh and the way she speaks. Sometimes I just like watching her exist. Something about it fills me up, inspires me, reminds me. Like, she's my person, my favorite person. Seeing her makes me feel happy and safe. Yes, we're people that argue. Sometimes we annoy each other. But because we like each other, it doesn't take long for either of us to begin a resolution. Because who wants to not be talking to someone they actually like for the sake of pride? Thank you for watching, and like and follow for more content.
You can cut that clown off.
All right, so that dude lost me when he started using the expression cis men.
That's when I knew he had an agenda. I've seen that video before.
Me too. I'm a goddamn man. What is a cis man?
That nigga wear jupe. Fuck out of here,
man. I'm telling you, hey, Uncle Rick, when I seen that video for the first time, I immediately caught that and said, "Oh, that's an agenda right there."
That's an agenda. What the hell is a cis man? I'm a goddamn man. All right. The one. I'm sorry you got to go first on this one. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't set you up. I didn't know what was gonna happen when I clicked on the video.
That's cool, man.
Why don't men seem to like their wives or women? You got the floor.
All right. I feel like some niggas get themselves trapped in relationships like that because their whole agenda wasn't to actually be with them for love. They was actually getting in a relationship to gain something monetary or just try to get a place to live. You talking about niggas that ain't got their shit together when you say a man that doesn't like his wife or his girlfriend. These are the type of niggas that go around preying on women, telling lies to women just to get ahead. And now that they got what they want, or if they can't get what they want, the motherfucker that they really like, or the type of women they really like that they can't get, causes them to look at their wife or their girlfriend in disgust because you got in that relationship for the wrong reason. So I feel like I see it a lot. A lot of guys date overweight women. There's nothing wrong with overweight women because it's overweight women is beautiful too. But I feel like if that is a problem with you, and it shouldn't be no problem with a man having standards, just like a woman should have standards too. It should be no problem. But if you don't like a certain thing about a woman, why are you even putting yourself in that situation to where you're going to be locked down like that? I just feel like the reason they don't like them is because they in a relationship for the wrong reason. They not in it for love. They just trying to get over or trying to get ahead.
Indeed. Black Spider guy, you're next. What you got on it?
I think that men wanting to hang out with their bros is a totally normal thing. I have more in common with my best friend of 20 years than I will the woman that I'm choosing to be with for the rest of my life. I feel like men and women love each other in different ways. My father would always say, I don't got to tell your mother I love her. She knows I love her by what I do and how I do it. I feel like in this day and age where men are not as masculine as they're supposed to be, there's this desire to make men equal in the playing field of femininity. And this guy is obviously talking about that. And, oh, well, I'm super close with my wife. And it's like, look, at the end of the day, a woman is going to want me because I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm within my frame. If I start to break that down and become more like her, she's going to lose interest in me. She just is, because again, she wants me for my masculinity. I want her for her femininity. Now, are there guys out there that'll date a woman and not really like her because they want to gain? Of course. But I think there's a majority of men that do care for their women, but their women don't like that they're not expressing that care in the way they want to receive it. And so we live in a day and age where, because of this whole equality and men and women are the same shit, it's making it seem as if, well, why does my husband always hang out with his friends all the time? That must mean he doesn't like me. No, he just needs a break. No, he needs to hang out with the tribe and be around his bros for a bit before he comes to you and deals with you and your issues and your problems. Men need a break, a recharge. But again, the society is focused so heavily on what the needs of women are, it tends to ignore what men want. And anytime we try to do anything that benefits us mentally, it's seen as a negative for the women, and not necessarily he's just trying to heal or recharge for the next bout of dealing with me and my issues and my attitude and my problems and all the things I ask him to solve. That's my take.
Man.
All right. Who do I got? HD.
Oh man, why don't men seem to like their wives or women? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I for those that don't know, I was married before. I loved my wife. You know what I'm saying? There were times that I didn't like her. You know what I'm saying? Just because we may have had a disagreement or something of that nature, or she didn't do something that I asked her to do. But at the end of the day, I loved her. All right. And then the woman that I'm marrying now, I mean, sometimes I don't like her because we're two different people that have differences of opinion at times, right? But overall, I love her, and the majority of the time, I do like her, right? So, if you are, I think it was that one that said, like, why would you be with somebody that you don't like, right? If you've gotten to the point of even proposing and marrying a woman, I would hope that you understood that the vows are to death do you part, and there's better or worse, and there will be seasons and times where it's just a rocky time that you may not even like each other. I don't know, for a year. You know what I'm saying? That's very plausible. So why don't they seem to like them? It's because they have probably, I'm gonna just guess, right? They have set a particular standard, and the woman or wife has not met it, or there's an expectation that they had, and the wife or the woman is not meeting it. So I would say that would be the reason why they may not like them, but it should be addressed if you don't like them, and then and see what happens from there. That's my take.
Nice. That was solid. All right, Luis, what you got?
So, my take is kind of this. Why do men seem to not like their wives? I'm going to say it this way. I think that most men are going to underperform in their relationship because they're uninspired to become the man that they're supposed to be, because they know they're with the woman that they know that they don't want to be with. And they're stuck in this rat race because, they didn't evaluate if they wanted to be in that relationship. It's, people come together at some point, they meet and they connect, and you know, things kind of start off, but they're not. But he's not where he needs to be.